Right now. Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Tim Cruz. I'm the Plymouth County District Attorney. I'm here today with Marshfield Police Chief Phil Tavares, Lieutenant Lisa Buckley of the State Police Unit assigned to the Plymouth County DA's office, and Police Chief of Whitman, Scott Benton. We have some brief information for you to talk about the situation right now. At about 12:32 this afternoon, the Whitman police located suspect Alan Warner, 47 of Rockland, and he was arrested this afternoon. Just a brief synopsis of what occurred was that there was a hit and run at a Dunkin' Donuts in Whitman from a vehicle that was going through the drive-through. And as a result of that, the Whitman police were notified to show up and investigate what occurred. Officer Mark Poria of the Whitman police showed up, went up, watched the video, and saw that it was a tow truck, a flatbed truck from T&K Paving. And as a result of that, went down to T&K Paving to talk and find out who was the operator of that motor vehicle. Upon his arrival down there, he spoke to the person who was in charge of the operation, was told that that vehicle should not have been out. And during that time period, Mr. Warner was driving by in the flatbed truck, and Officer Poria stopped the vehicle and got Mr. Warner out and placed him under arrest. So right now, Mr. Warner is here at the Marshfield Police Station, where he's going to be booked on a murder charge regarding the death of his estranged wife, 48-year-old Shanna Warner of Marshfield. We're very limited as to much more that we can say regarding this event, but what I would say is that in the course of the last 24 hours, there was a tremendous response by law enforcement and public safety to this terrible and tragic situation. I appreciate and thank the residents of Marshfield and the surrounding communities for their patience while this ever-changing situation was dealt with. There were a lot of moving parts throughout, and it takes a team of individuals to come to a safe situation. There were dozens of state, local, federal law enforcement people here in the area working overnight to ensure the safety of the citizens of Marshfield and the surrounding communities. So once again, I want to thank the state police detectives assigned to my office, the Marshfield Police, the Whitman Police, the Sheriff's Department, and all those who responded. It was, like I said earlier, it was a tremendous response. And the fact that this terrible and tragic story ended without any further incident or any loss of life is really a testament to the hard work and the dedication to what these members of law enforcement show each and every day to protect all of us. So with that being said, I'm going to give the podium to Chief Tavares and see if he has a couple of words, and we'll go from there.
Just want to say that I'm really pleased that this ended peacefully, that nobody else got hurt, and I want to thank the community, the press, and the collaborative effort of all the law enforcement agencies that worked on this to the end result here, so thank you.
Now, to the extent that I can answer questions, we'll. But
did he say anything? Was he cooperative when the officers placed him under arrest?
Well, we're not going to be in a position to comment on any potential statements, whether they were made or they were not made. But tomorrow at the arraignment at Plymouth District Court, I think we'll have a lot more facts and a lot more details regarding what, if anything, was said, as well as a lot more details regarding the ME's report, which is still ongoing. The autopsy is still ongoing as we speak.
So do you know if when he might have stolen this flatbed tow truck, or when he got access to it?
I think it's fair to say that's still part of the investigation right now. This is just a few hours ago. So we're still working. The Whitman police are working in conjunction with the state police at that end of it. And obviously the Marshfield police and other law enforcement are working right here. So it's just developing as we speak.
And just the wheel of the truck.
As we speak right now, the vehicle was recovered, but the firearm has not been recovered. But there's other things that are going on right now. I'm not saying it's missing. I'm saying that we're doing work right now to see whether or not we can find something else.
Chief Tavares, can you see how the family's doing? Were you able to notify them of the arrest?
Yeah, I'm not sure how the family's doing right now.
DA, can you tell us? Can you just say, was the truck actually stolen? He wasn't employed by this company or anything like that? He stole the flatbed truck? He
was not employed by T&K Paving, no.
DA, can you tell us where he spent the night? Was he in his car? Was he at someone's house?
You know, once again, that's part of what we're going through right now, and I'm hopeful that we're going to have more information tomorrow for you at the arraignment. But right now, I don't have anything to give you.
So where was his vehicle that you recovered? Where was that found?
Well, my understanding was it was in the vicinity of T&K Auto, but as the exact location, I don't have that.
Did he hit a person or just property at that Dunkin'
My
Donuts?
understanding was it was property.
So in addition to the murder charge, is he facing any other charges for the hit and run, for the stolen truck, for gun?
Well, I mean, obviously, we're gonna look at everything that's there, and that very well may happen, but obviously the charge with the most gravamen is gonna be the homicide allegation, and that is really gonna be what we're looking at, focusing on right now to get justice for his wife.
Do you know how he stole the truck? Was he able, there was the keys in it, or how did that?
Yeah, I don't have that information.
Was he in legal possession of a gun, the gun he used in the incident?
Well, all I can say is that my understanding was he did not have a license to carry, so therefore I don't think his possession of any firearm would have been legal.
Do you believe he fired that weapon while he was chasing his estranged wife?
You know, I'm not gonna speculate as to what happened, all I can say is that we're still piecing it together. And I think that, and I'm hopeful we'll have more facts for you tomorrow, but I can't even guarantee it then. There's a lot of information here that needs to be looked at.
Can you talk about the alert Whitman police officer, you know, across county, 2 towns working?
Yeah, no, I think obviously Officer Corey did a great job. I mean, he got information, he obviously was well briefed that morning at the Whitman PD, and he was right on top of it. So I give kudos to Officer Corey and the Whitman Police and to Chief Benton for having such alert officers.
Could we get the spelling of the officer's name?
I believe it's P-O-I-R-E-R.
P-O-I-R-I-E-R.
And his first name?
Mark.
M-A-R-K?
M-A-R-K.
Will the 911 tape be released when she called?
It will not be released as of this time, that's part of the case.
And what sort of property did he crash into at the Dunkin' Donuts?
My understanding was he hit some of the drive-through equipment that was there, and when he was driving the flatbed truck, which I'm sure didn't really fit.
Was he attempting to place an order potentially?
You know, I don't know what he was doing, to tell you the truth. I think we will hopefully find out regarding that, but I'm not sure what he was doing.
And can you again explain how the officer came across the truck? Was he driving by T&K? What was the scenario?
Yeah, it was driving by T&K, and the officer was conducting an investigation to see who the operator of the vehicle was, without the knowledge of the fact that it was unauthorized, taken away from T&K. When the vehicle was stopping by, and Officer Poirier stopped the vehicle, and the vehicle stopped.
Within minutes, so sorry, Jeff.
No resistance whatsoever?
I'm not aware of any resistance.
Were you surprised he didn't get further? You know, this is almost 24 hours later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm ever really surprised. I mean, you never really know what somebody's gonna do. And I think that we're gonna have to look at everything here and see what was he thinking of. I'm sure there's a lot of things for us to look at as we go down this road.
Do you know if this man has a prior arrest record? And if so, what was he arrested for?
Well, my understanding was he did have a record back in 2010. There's a familiarity I know the Whitman Police had with him back at that time, but I can't get into specifics at this time.
Do you know if he had any access or how he might have gotten the tow truck or any help getting this flatbed?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there any indication yet how he was able to track down his wife?
Well, once again, that is part of some information that I'm hopeful we'll be able to deliver tomorrow at the arraignment regarding that, but even then, I think it will be somewhat limited.
Did he have any provisions with him that suggested he was planning on a long road
I
trip?
don't know.
Where's he being held tonight?
Tonight, I believe he'll be held here.
At some point, we'll be transporting him down to the Plymouth County Jail.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you very, very much.